It's 5:12 a.m. right now, and we are heading to the city, to the surgery center to go get the knee scoped. Really tired and really hungry because you can't eat past 11. And really thirsty because you can't drink past 11 either, so.
Not that you would normally eat past 11.
That's true, but I'm hungry and I'm thirsty and I'm tired. So, hoping for good things this morning. We'll see.
Say hi. He said that the under your kneecap and on the inside part of your knee was pretty.
Alright guys, just finished surgery. Really the best outcome, just kind of cleaned some stuff up. Some tissue under the kneecap was a little damaged, but meniscus was actually pretty good. And good news, moving on. Alright guys, what's up? So I am home, a little more awake now. I was pretty tired and out of it, loopy at the hospital when I last spoke with you guys. So I'm here in bed, keeping my leg elevated. And of course, watching March Madness, seeing how my bracket's going. Won the first game, so that's good. Pretty sure almost everybody did though. Also, have both of the dogs here. They are keeping me company as, you know, I just iced my knee and just kind of letting it stay elevated and just trying to rest. So I've been kind of in and out of sleep for a little bit. Kind of best case scenario, they cleaned up some damaged tissue that was under the kneecap, but the meniscus did look pretty good. So pretty much now I just wait for the scope stuff to heal up. Got to make sure those little stress fractures that I had heal up, and knee should be good after that. But pretty much best case scenario. We'll see you guys in the next clip. Good morning guys. So yes, they gave me crutches. Don't really need them. Got the surgery done and basically just cleaned things up like I said yesterday. Today is the first day after, so slept okay, woke up pretty early, but not too much pain, which normally after surgery, it can be pretty painful. Since it was pretty minor, not too bad. But like I said, I can walk, just can't really bend it very much. So really no need for the crutches. We weren't sure how it was gonna feel today. Maybe sometimes we thought it would like give out or it would hurt pretty bad and wanted to keep off of it for a day, but it feels pretty good. So I'm happy about that and gonna go to the gym. Gotta get a workout in. Just gonna do some upper body stuff at the gymnastics gym. I don't feel like walking around too much, being on my leg too much. So just gonna go close by, but at least get something in. So here we go. We just got to the gym, and on my way here, I was kind of massaging my leg a little bit, pressed right on one of the stitches. So now I'm sitting like this because it kind of hurt. Stupid. Let's get an arm workout in. All right, guys, what is going on? So just decided to do a little voiceover here for this workout. So you guys can see that I'm trying to figure out how to do some pull-ups here with my knee. Can't really bend it, so I just decided to keep it out front, and that was just what I thought was the best positioning for doing pull-ups. And so I started with a set of 15. Eventually I just did sets of 10 because I was doing a small circuit that was basically just supersetting. So I'd do 10 pull-ups, and then I went over to bicep curls and decided to do 10 of those. And I went through this little superset 5 different times. So I'd do, you know, a set of pull-ups and then set of bicep curls and go through that 5 times. So decided to do that just to get a good arm workout in today, obviously because my knee I can't do too much. So you can see here I was sitting down doing bicep curls. Wasn't exactly the easiest positioning with the mat kind of in the way. So the next round I decided to pull up a little bit of a chair so I could sit on that and have more room to kind of do bicep curls. And I believe I was just doing 10 bicep curls as well. So here's, I think, one of my last sets of pull-ups. I didn't show all 5 sets just because it was going to be too repetitive, but here's one of the last sets of pull-ups, and then I go over and pulled up a chair so I could sit down and actually do bicep curls a little more comfortably and really knocked some of those out. So I really thought this was a decent workout. Started to get a pretty good pump. I was trying to not rest too much in between each set, probably about 15 to 30 seconds in between each of these supersets. And so next I decided to do some shoulders. You can see trying to keep those pinkies up here, pretty lightweight, 20 pounds. And then I supersetted that with push-ups on dumbbells. And I actually use the dumbbells just because, one, push-ups on the ground kind of hurt my wrist unless I have my wrist in a fist. And this way with the dumbbells, I can actually position them where I want to. So some of them I was going wide, some I was going a little closer, and these were about neutral. Then just some more angles for you guys here, and not too long of a video, but really just trying to keep those pinkies up and just isolating kind of your shoulders, traps area. Here you can see back to push-ups, and these ones I made a little bit wider with the dumbbells. That way I'm kind of getting more of a good chest push in these push-ups. And so I would do 10, I think it was 10 to 12 shoulder flies, and I was doing about 25 sets or 25 reps of these push-ups. So kind of supersetting these just like I did before, and then I would do 5 sets for these 2 supersets as well. So just some different angles for you here on the shoulder flies. And you know, the push-ups I was going out on some, in on some, about neutral on some. So just really trying to hit the whole chest area, really just trying to get a good push workout in here and move on to the next exercise. So then I went over to dumbbell rows, and for this first set it was a little different. I decided to do my right arm, and then I did basically bent over pulls with like an easy bar. I just saw Christian Guzman doing this one the other day, so I decided I would give it a try. And there was only, I think, 20 pounds on each side, and I believe the easy bar is about, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds. So you can see right here, just kind of doing these like reverse pulls, basically, or easy bar rows, whatever you want to call these. They're basically just bent over rows. And yeah, haven't done these before with my arms kind of turned out, or my hands turned out, and I actually really liked that. I was able to really squeeze my lats and really work that pulling motion. So I did a drop set of standing dumbbell rows, and then I decided to do a set of just the bent over easy bar row and go to my left arm and do another drop set of rows. Now, this was a really weird kind of cycle of doing things, so I decided on the next rounds I would knock out both arms, do drop sets of just dumbbell rows on both arms, and then I would jump to the easy bar and do these bent over easy bar rows. So it wasn't really affecting, you know, the sets of the standing dumbbell rows. And that way I would knock out both arms and then go to the easy bar, if that makes any sense to you guys. Kind of hard to explain. A lot of the times I'm doing these today was really just a sporadic workout, just trying to knock something out because my knee, I wanted to be able to get some type of workout in. So I didn't really have anything really planned, which is not necessarily the best way to do it. But as you can see here, I do the drop sets on both arms, and then I jumped over to the easy bar, kind of bent over easy bar rows. So definitely was a different workout for me, and I actually enjoyed it, getting to do something a little bit different. Still got a really good workout in, still, you know, got some sweating going, and my heart rate up, and was a lot better and really just not getting anything in. But I did like these easy bar rows. You could see really trying to contract in the back there and squeeze. So then I went over to what we call the Roman chair and did some leg lifts, and I did 20 of each of these. And then I supersetted this exercise also with just some chin up front levers on rings. So these are kind of right next to each other. So you see I did 20 of these, and then I ran over to the rings and did some chin up front levers and supersetted this. And like I said, with all of these exercises back and forth, I did 5 sets of each. So when they're all supersetted, I ended up doing 5 rounds. And this one, you can see these are the chin up front levers that I was doing on the rings, and you can kind of see that Roman chair in the background. So they're just next to each other, and I kind of ran back and forth. So really got a good workout in. Hopefully you guys can try this out and enjoy it, and comment below and let me know what you think. Alright guys, just smashed a workout, so hopefully you guys liked the commentary. Also, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Yes, the knee is still, you know, kind of recovering obviously after having surgery yesterday, but you know, I just wanted to relay the message to you guys. You can still get something done. You know, I was gonna kind of hang out and just relax today, but Kayla was like, wanna go work out? So she got me to go work out. I actually feel really good. Obviously can't do any lower body stuff, so really did shoulders, arms, and some core stuff. Good morning guys, you just saw breakfast. Woke up this morning, day after St. Patty's Day. Had some fun yesterday, and now I got some rehab from my trainer yesterday, and supposed to be doing it every day, 2 times per day, every day. So I'm gonna go through my little bit of rehab that I could do right now, and just since I'm at home, gonna knock that out, and then the OU guys have a competition later tonight that I commentate as well. So knock out some rehab and get on with the day.
Let's make a run together, I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever, I'm ready to fly before we collide. And when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide.
Alright guys, so I figured with my knee, today would be a perfect day to kind of talk about injuries a little bit. Obviously, in sports, you're gonna have injuries. You're gonna have to deal with them, you're gonna have to get through them. So figured I'd talk to you guys a little bit about them right now. I did an Instagram live the other day and I got a lot of questions, and some of them were the exact same. And it was, how do you get over an injury and keep going in your sport? Well guys, like I said, injuries are just gonna happen. You're gonna have to push through them, you're gonna have to get through them if you want to continue in that sport. For me, this is my second surgery on my left knee. I've had shoulder surgery on my labrum. I've had thumb surgery. I had to have a pin put in, and that is pretty much all of the surgeries, but there have been other little injuries you have to just deal with. So whether it's a small injury or a big injury, you're gonna have to push through it. You're gonna have to let it rest. You're gonna have to rehab it. You know, there's certain things that you're gonna have to do. Not all injuries are the same. For the bigger injuries, it's easier to take those small little steps as big accomplishments. One of my buddies told me this: take every little step as a big accomplishment and make it feel important. So if it is as simple as putting pressure on your knee for the first time, make that a big accomplishment. If it's something as little as, or you get your arm up to here rather than just here, make that a big accomplishment. You know, after a shoulder surgery. That is something that's gonna help you move along faster, make these little goals, and eventually all those little goals turn into coming back after a surgery or a big injury. Now, if it's a small injury, it's sort of the same thing. You're not gonna have as many little progression steps as you would from a big injury, but you can still take the same process. You can take those little goals and make them big accomplishments. Now, I think the bigger injuries are harder to deal with because it's gonna take a longer time to come back from. Like I said, with my knee, my first surgery took me about 8 or 9 months before I was really 100% in gymnastics again. My shoulder, I was about 5 or 6 months before I was really doing everything, and everything still hurt a lot when I was coming back. So that was a big frustration for me. Now, obviously you have to watch out for it when it hurts. If you're pushing it too far, you have to make sure you're doing it the right way. But something I always recommend is always listen to your coaches, your doctors, and always do your rehab. If you're skipping your rehab, I think that is one of the most critical errors you can make. For example, I had surgery on Thursday. On Friday, I went into the gym, was able to get some rehab done, changed my dressings, and was able to start moving my knee around. At least from my experience, getting into the rehab and doing the rehab as much as possible was critical because it allowed everything to heal a lot faster rather than just let the injury in your whatever body part it is just sit there and get weaker. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, so make sure you're going with what your doctor is telling you. All I'm trying to say is make sure you're doing your rehab and staying on top of it because that's going to be very, very critical. So those are a few small things that can help you through these injuries. Hopefully this is some good advice for you guys, especially if you're going through an injury right now. And if you are, I wish you guys the best. Good luck, keep pushing forward, and remember to make those small little goals big accomplishments. Keep it up. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, so that was about two different days all included into one vlog, and instead of continuing filming today for this vlog, I'm gonna end it right here. And so hopefully you guys really enjoyed it. A little bit of a workout with the injury, some rehab, some injury advice. So if you guys know someone going through one, pass this along. Hopefully it helps. And thank you guys again for watching. Share it for your friends. Like the comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.